you finally got your business started, and safe to say it's doing spectacularly. You want to expand into more markets to share your wonderful product, but may not be so sure where it would best thrive. I'd like to introduce you to Global Team Consulting, a professional team of consultants specializing in the Philippine marketplace. We will work alongside you to explore your potential and give you the tools to not only get started, but also to thrive in the exploding Manila economy. If you're looking for a disciplined, hardworking, and innovative community to expand your market into, and a team to help you plant your roots there, the Philippines and Global Team Consulting team is the best step for your growing company.
Okay, we are going to take you on a tour to the website of Global Team Consulting. Starting with their homepage, we have a tab on the top right, which will lead you to several important areas that you will want to know before you take your business to Philippines. We also have a contact information mentioned on the top if you have any further inquiries. Here is our team, which is helping our clients to get valuable information about working in Philippines or taking a business to Philippines. And further at the bottom, we have a section for About Us and our mission statement.
Of course, you're probably wondering how you can get started in the Philippines. Before anything, you can consider what business structure works best for you. Although the Philippines supports the standard business structures, sole proprietorship, partnership, and corporation, you may want to look deeper into how your firm can take form if you have already built your brand overseas. The branch office, representative office, regional headquarters, and regional operating headquarters structures each have their own strengths and limitations, which you'll be able to read more about here.
Human resource team in Philippines is all about making sure that companies and employees have a good relationship and working towards the same goal. We mentioned 4 areas which are essential for HR teams in Philippines. First, we talked about the size of the HR teams. Secondly, an effective platform for recruitment. Next, we talked about our learning and developing programs in Philippines. Last but not least, Philippine HR teams believe that future success of HR lies in innovation.
So now we're moving on to operating a business in the Philippines. And in this section, you can find details on business relationships and how important they are in this culture. As well, we have important details on operating a business here, including some government regulations. And lastly, we have a list of important etiquette tips that I would recommend you to take a closer look at.
Next, learn about how to communicate effectively. Communication with the right expressions, tone, and wording can be especially important in making sure the right message is getting across and gives less room for misinterpretation. This page has all the tips and tricks for your company to be successful. Further dive into learning more about management. Our website offers a more clear picture of the day-to-day interactions between managers and subordinates and aids in understanding the high role management plays in Filipino working culture.
Next, if you go onto the tab below labeled Cultural Dimensions, it brings you to a full analysis of the cultural values that can be seen within the Philippines. This particular analysis used Hofstede's Cultural Dimensions and examines aspects such as power distance, individualism, masculinity, uncertainty avoidance, long-term orientation, and indulgence. As you scroll through the page, you can read up on how these dimensions are seen throughout the Philippines and what that means for an organization operating out of that country. Of course, if you want to compare your own country with the dimensions of the Philippines, you can head to Hofstede's Insights and compare multiple countries directly and read up on it there.
Now we'll take a look at personal aspects, and you can find some additional information for if you were to visit or move to the Philippines. These details pertain more specifically to Manila, and we have details about safety, the language, currency, some living expenses, clothing etiquette, popular food dishes, and the time zone. And lastly, under living and working, We have included some videos that I would encourage you to look through and explore on your own. Now, please explore our website for further details on all of these resources and book a consultation with us today.